Let's talk about the two worlds that exist in the field of stem cell treatment. There's the autologous or safe stem cells in one world, and those that come from dangerous sources and bring with them a higher risk to patients. That's world 2. At the ASCI, we're based firmly on world 1, the safe world. We only use autologous sources of stem cells in our treatments, which are cells that come from our own body, like mobilized peripheral blood, bone marrow, and adipose tissue. Over on world 2, however, it's a dangerous world. Stem cells come from embryos, or they're genetically modified, called induced pluripotent stem cells, IPS, or they come from animals and are then injected into the patient. So let's take a look at these different stem cells. On world 2, we have embryonic stem cells that have the risk of teratoma, or tumor formation and immunorejection. There are also ethical issues that arise from the use of embryonic cells, like the inability to control what an embryonic cell will ultimately become once transplanted. Additionally, there are genetically modified cells, IPS, derived from the skin or elsewhere, where a retrovirus is used to insert cancer genes known as oncogenes, which can lead to cancerous teratomas and immunorejection. And finally, there are stem cells derived from animals like sheep, which can lead to fatal graft versus host disease. These can never become human tissue. All of World 2 practices are illegal without prior FDA or BFAD investigational approval. However, on our side, World 1, all stem cell therapy is autologous, legal, and safe. For one, German technology is used to mobilize stem cells to the peripheral blood using granulocyte colony stimulating factor, GCSF, making this the most abundant source of stem cells. Stem cells are also safely sourced and derived from adipose tissue and bone marrow. The types of stem cells harvested in our world include mesenchymal stem cells, VSELs, very small embryonic-like stem cells, endothelial progenitor cells, hematopoietic stem cells, and many others, all of which have great potential in the field of therapeutics by differentiating into a variety of functional cell types. The ultimate goal in our world is to develop safe cell-based therapies to treat currently untreatable conditions. In order to do this, protocols are required to expand, characterize, and isolate sufficient quantities of purified cell population of a defined lineage. Our world relies on proven scientific studies of the last 50 years. Autologous cells are proven to be safe and well tolerated when infused without any toxic side effects. Once infused, these stem cells home to damaged tissue by following chemotactic distress signals. They have the ability to migrate to sites of tissue injury, incorporate within the tissue, or offer growth factor and cytokines to enable other normal cells to grow. Together, mobilized peripheral blood, bone marrow, and adipose-derived stem cells can all be used to treat a range of body dysfunctions and can be obtained in large quantities under local anesthesia with minimal discomfort. We harvest billions of cells at a time in our world. These are expanded and then given back to the patients themselves, either intravenously, intrathecally, or locally, for their rejuvenative potential alone, or in order to treat a patient's disease or injury. So if you're looking for the safest, legal, and most proven stem cell treatments, welcome to our world. The world of autologous stem cell infusions. The world of ASCI, Asian Stem Cell Institute.